In a 36-page motion filed late last night, the Department of Justice alleged that former President Trump or his aides and attorneys, or potentially all of the above, have, quote, likely tried to obstruct the government's investigation into the handling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. DOJ attached to the motion this image of some of the documents seized on August 8th. You can see that some of the documents appear to have been labeled very clearly as classified and to have been commingled with unclassified materials such as periodicals. These, the government said, are documents that were not turned over in the first voluntary round of production by Mr. Trump in January, nor in response to the subpoena that he received in May. DOJ advanced several legal arguments against the appointment of a special master, among them that the former president lacked standing to seek such relief because the records at issue never belonged to him, and that federal judge Eileen Cannon, a Trump appointee, likewise lacks jurisdiction because a different judge authorized the Mar-a-Lago search. The government also claimed executive privilege, never asserted by the former president until after the Mar-a-Lago raid occurred, does not apply here, both because former presidents cannot assert it and because the privilege has never been asserted to withhold access to documents by other executive branch personnel. Lastly, the government said both its criminal investigation and the intelligence community's ongoing damage assessment would be harmed by the appointment of a special master. The government said that after Mr. Trump turned over 15 boxes in January that included classified markings, he responded to a subpoena in May, slowly and begrudgingly, by turning over more than 36 additional documents that were classified. Counsel for the former president, DOJ said, offered no explanation as to why boxes of government records, including 38 documents with classification markings, remained at the premises nearly 5 months after the production of the 15 boxes and nearly 1.5 years after the end of the administration. This summer, the government continued, the FBI uncovered multiple sources of evidence indicating that the response to the May 11 grand jury subpoena was incomplete, that government records were likely concealed and removed from the storage room, and that efforts were likely taken to obstruct the government's investigation. As for the raid itself, the government said it seized 100 additional classified documents on that occasion, including documents classified at the highest levels. That the FBI, in a matter of hours, recovered twice as many documents with classification markings as the quote-unquote diligent search the former president's counsel and other representatives had weeks to perform, calls into serious question the representations made in the former president's June 3rd certification that he no longer had any classified materials, and cast doubt on the extent of cooperation in this matter, unquote. Judge Cannon has set a hearing for tomorrow. The former president has denied any wrongdoing.